Mathematics Entertainment Truth History. We're gonna start with M.E.T.H, who made her debut on Big Pun's second album, Yeah Baby. The legendary Big Pun blessed Remy with her own track called Miss Martin. This is the first time anybody's ever heard of Remy, so she went on to get signed by Terror Squad and eventually went on to make her own solo album. The name of the album was called There's Something About Remy. Remy went through a few ups and downs, only to come back and claim her relevance and remain relevant. Shout out to Remy for keeping the birthplace of hip-hop buzzing. On the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge, there was a rapper called Foxy Brown. She made her debut on Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt and had a legendary verse on this LL Cool J track. Later on, teamed up with Nas and AZ and also Nature and started the group called Affirm. She also came out with her solo album and made classic hits with Jay-Z and also classic hits on her own. But Foxy left the rap game, but she'll always remain in that sidewalk talk of the best female rappers. Most of her fans would love the way she would sound today on a track. Salute to Foxy. Nicki hailing out of Queens, New York. Now this MC we actually seen before we heard. She made numerous appearances on Big Fendi's Come Up DVD. She was first signed to Big Fendi's label, Dirty Money Records, but later had a fallout with Big Fendi, where she was then managed by Deborah Anthony. Since then, her and Big Fendi reunited and still talk to this day. You can question a lot when it comes to her, but never her skills on the mic. Give it to him, Queen Latifah. Now in the early 90s, you can say Queen Latifah was top tier the same way people like Nicki are today. She went from rap to a sitcom called Living Single, then on to Hollywood to make box office hits like Set It Off. Her character Cleo will always be remembered in the movie world. She hasn't made music in decades, but still remains in contact with the hip-hop community. Jean Grae. You might remember her from the underground New York hip-hop scene with people like Talib Kweli, Pharoah Monch. But in 1996, she was in the Source magazine in the unsigned hype column. In 2008, Jean did something no rapper has ever did. She posted a Craigslist ad where she was charging $800 for 16 bars, which was definitely worth the buck after you see Jean Grae's catalog. Let's take it to the 80s, MC Lyte. She dropped her first album in 1988. The name of the album was called Light as a Rock. She had elite producers on that album like Prince Paul and Audio 2. This was the first rapper to perform in the White House. Need I say more? Salute to MC Lyte, a pioneer for female hip-hop. Rhapsody, hailing out of North Carolina. In 2016, she signed to Roc Nation. She made an album on a label called Layla's Wisdom. That album received a nomination at the Grammy Awards. Her lyricism also got the attention of elite super producer Ninth Wonder. In an interview, she once said she's strictly about the hip-hop culture, not really what comes with it. Salute to Rhapsody. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna mention Ra? Now most people think Ra began her career with Busta Rhymes and the Flip Mode Squad, but she actually began her career with a group called The Outsiders with Young Z. It was Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest who introduced her to Busta Rhymes. Her unique voice actually made her stand out on every Posse record she was ever on. That's Ra with another great MC, Rock. She later started her own podcast with Lord Jamar. A trip down I-95, Bahamadia out of Philly. Now this MC was originally a DJ. She was doing parties all around Philadelphia. Then one day she made a song called Funk Vibes. That song had gotten to the ear of Guru from Gangstar. She then went on to have a catalog longer than most female MCs in the game today. Salute to Bahamadia. Last but by no means least, Lauryn Hill. She teamed up with Pras and Wyclef and started a group called the Fugees. Now this group sold 22 million records worldwide. Fast forward to 2024, this group is not together today, but still is a part of hip-hop history. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Mathematics Entertainment Truth History.